This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, two law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast midweek news.
Good evening, everybody.
Hope that Roy S. is here. How you doing? I don't know how many people we're going to get in here tonight, being Thanksgiving Eve. Just everybody leave me alone.
Oh, God, you're a turkey.
I'm feeling a little Turkish tonight.
Turkish. You want me to just refer to you as the young Turk?
Hold there. Don't be trying to stuff me later. That would be Roy P. that would try the stuffing.
Did anybody notice the testicles on that turkey behind him? Damn. That's huge.
Stop looking at the turkey balls.
Turkey balls. Person put them under the turkey, I thought. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they call that. The anatomy of a turkey is.
Turkey testicles, I don't know.
Is that why they chop their heads off and shove it up their ass? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Have you ever seen the social media videos where the kids have no idea about the head going up in there? So
yeah. People's like, oh my God, it's his penis and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's his penis, and somebody else made a turducken, and they were like, oh, it was pregnant. And they pulled it out, and these college-age girls were freaking out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, God. I just find that hilarious coming from the country.
Let's get the housekeeping out the way. We're going to get the Patreons out the way first. We're going to shout out the crew members first. We got Hoppy Hopperson, our truck driving friend. We have Mr. Christopher DeMars. We have the one and only Z Palmer. We have Miss Lauren Stimpson. We have Roy S., our race car driving Patreon crew member. We have our girl JoJo from Down Under. We have
Yo.
Miss Kaylee Norris. We have Natasha A. from Washington. And we have the OG Melissa Holstein. We have our hang-around, Mr. A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast. Y'all go check him out. And we're going to talk about we got a hang-around, some cheap bastard named Chad Jenkins. Oh, here he is in the chats also.
He is, and that's why them are up there. He's a cheap-ass jive turkey.
Yeah, well, this is not. That's going to be an eaten bird, not a free bird. So.
Hey, did they pardon that turkey at the White House today, or?
Yeah, Joe Biden, I think, was seen. He was sniffing it and says, "This smells like a little girl turkey."
It's got a Brett in its hair.
What kind of mask? I'm a turkey. It's my turkey face. It's Thanksgiving. Just a turkey.
It is. Definitely.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. And you just disappeared completely off the screen.
Fucking course
I don't know where you went. The rest of
Give it a minute, it'll come back.
While he's trying to figure out what's going on there he goes. He's got a turkey head. If go check out the website, www.motorcopchronicles.com. It's right there above my head if you're watching live. They got all the links on the page. It's all the stuff. You can go to Etsy store, pick up some merchandise. If you want to get us some good cigars, or send Holstera some cigars, go to...
why don't we have a button for them to hit where they could send us cigars?
Go to mypatriotcigars.com and use the promo code MotorCop15, and you'll get 15% off of your entire order. Anything over $100, you get free shipping. Cigars are great for the holidays.
They are.
So you can go
and
check.
a bottle of rum.
And so you can go check that out. Like and subscribe. Hit some reviews. Write some reviews. Y'all don't forget to hit them thumbs ups and stuff on here, and share it with your friends. You can tag people or whatever. Let's try to get some more people on here. Get it going. So
yeah, we enjoy new friends. I swear I meet somebody new every time I come in and do an episode.
Like I said, it's Chad Jenkins, you're not getting a mug. Hang-arounds do not
$3 ain't
do not
cheap.
get mugs, okay?
How is $3? Look, it is over $6 now for a McRib in the state of Florida.
Yeah,
okay?
you're not getting the mug.
Y'all didn't respond when I told you that it's actually almost $3 for a McDouble now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cheapest burger you could buy in the fucking menu.
Cody says we're the Peckerhead clan. Look at that. I do guess I got a lot of
are.
pecker right there, don't it?
You do. Want to see my pecker?
And Roy says he is a prison guard. He can't afford a race car. Think somebody's fibbing over there. Anyway, we're hoping everybody's going to have a nice Thanksgiving.
Down here's a prison guard.
Of course, you can see Freebird is not here. I think he's stuck in one of them turkey butts over there. The box,
I'm sure he's stuffing something.
Had
Right, T-Bird.
something come up, and was unable to make it.
So hopefully you guys are sitting around a wonderful fireplace, with the Yule logs turning, the mantle, having all the photos of the family around, everybody sitting there drinking, bonding, and listening to Motor Cop Chronicles. And we can entertain you for the next hour or so. While
drink some whiskey.
Yeah, definitely drink some whiskey because, the holidays, there's a lot of family
You can
around.
drink old turkey whiskey.
You could. See, you could
See,
drink
it's a whole
wild
thing.
turkey.
Yeah, drink some wild turkey. I'm drinking
gobble,
some
gobble.
salty caramel in here.
Probably go home and just have Jack Daniels.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
But he got all the housekeeping out of the way, so unless you live underneath a rock, you would be aware that today there was a mass shooting in Virginia at a Walmart. And this time it wasn't just some typical American that lost their, had a bad day or, just got tired of the self-checkout, so they went fucking ballistics. No, it was a manager. We all know, basically that's about it. The guy's, I'm assuming, lost his freaking mind.
He was tired. He was tired of saying, "Is it my turn to take a break yet?"
That's it. Yep. And he got tired of people going, "I'm gonna call in," and they were like, "Well, they'll fire you." And all of them just said, "Fuck it, we quit now then."
So screw that. I mean, I went up to the manager at Walmart and said I quit because the cashier was rude and wasn't working fast enough, and I was at the self-checkout counter.
You actually have a naked video of me, Chad. It's where I was singing about bubbles. But yeah, no, I've got, me and the wife have friends that are managers of Walmart. And I could tell you from sitting around drinking a few beers with them, they're put through a lot. They're expected, to be there 80 hours plus. Basically, they live at their stores, constantly dealing with the moron employees and customers. They're expected to be superheroes and scolded for every little thing that they do. So, yeah, I can imagine.
Somebody comes down and throws hot water on the managers at Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Scald them.
It's called the Chinese.
Oh.
That's how you catch the China virus.
Oh, that's how.
You throw hot water on you.
Oh.
And then the water vapors go up your nose and cause the China virus. Wrong podcast. Either way. So he lost his mind. He shot an ass ton of people. I think, 6 dead, 4 alive.
4 wounded, yeah. And I heard, some rumors that he was, laughing while he was doing it.
I mean, he might have had a psychotic break. Have you ever seen somebody that's just so fucking pissed off they start laughing?
So,
I have. It's scary.
Is the new thing is that instead of saying, "Oh, better watch out, he's going to go postal," is the new thing is going to be, "Better watch out, he's going to go Walmart on you."
No,
they don't have the same ring. So yeah, I guess not.
The guy probably just, I don't know. I'm assuming he had a mental break, and he just had unfortunately took it out on a bunch of people that didn't deserve it.
Damn Buggy Boy said, "I'm not going outside right now to get them buggy."
Right.
Or the little old person at the door, he's like, "You keep giving out too many damn smiley face tickers."
Reminds me of that scene from Weaver Soldiers where he's walking by and he says, "Good morning, sir." And he goes, "Who made you a fucking weatherman?" Oh, God. But yeah, prayers for all the families involved, especially this time of year.
On a serious note, it is tragic that these 6 people lost their lives and 4 other people, no telling how badly they are injured because some guy couldn't handle the stress of being a Walmart manager.
I seriously think that's how it's going to have to come out. He just fucking had it. And I mean, if you've ever worked retail on, the holidays where like Black Friday and stuff, this Friday is Black Friday, which is the busiest shopping day of the year.
It's a very racist holiday.
Well, they call it that because the check mark goes into where they're making profit. Regardless, if you've ever worked it, it sucks.
I've shopped Black Fridays, and I've picked up shit and put it in my buggy just because I seen somebody else was going for it, and I didn't even want it. And then later on, I just like take it out and put it on a shelf somewhere, just to be a dickhead.
Yeah, you're the reason we have like entire squads of officers at Walmarts.
It's like you see somebody go for like I did that, I don't know, umpteen years ago. Probably was just being an ass. I could hear him in the back, and they was being an ass. They had this one leather coat left, and it was like a medium. That wasn't going to fit over my arm, and I picked it up buggy regardless. I wouldn't put it up somewhere else later because it wasn't going to fit me, but that bitch didn't get it.
Well, we've done it and stuff because sometimes they go, especially back when flat screens were newer, instead of the 5,000-pound fucking, 13-inch TV, the flat screen. So, they would have the Black Friday and it would knock the price down to say $100 instead of like $1,200. Well, hell yeah, there's a line around the block to get it. So
people used to get out and like fight over shit and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, those big cities like New York and Tampa. Yeah, I mean these people.
Bitch, that's my tube socks. I'm gonna tell you. It turns
into riots.
Tell you what, my son said he wanted the ones with the black and brown stripes on them. You ain't getting them. Smackity smack smack.
Some people were like that.
Over a pair of tube socks. I've seen people getting arguments over like sheets and shit. I'm like, because I'd go to Black Fridays just for the entertainment purposes of the whole thing.
Hey, believe it or not, I actually have this client. Well, it'll remain nameless. Regardless, brought this insight and said, you could damn near make, if you usually spend X amount of dollars at Walmart for the entire year, if you went and bought that much stuff on Black Friday and returned it the next day just for store credit, you could actually make it ahead in life. And I'm like, that sounds illegal as shit. And I'm not going to try it. But apparently they do. And they get that damn store credit. Last all year.
Well, we're going to jump into this next story. You see this lovely lady right here above our head. Sarcasm intended. With her little thumbs up. Here you go, right there.
No bullshit. Because me and you have two different opinions on this. Regardless if she's a liberal or not.
You don't even know what my opinion is on it yet, though.
I do. What is your opinion on marijuana?
Well, why don't we read the story first, then? Okay, let's read the story. Since you're being obtuse.
I'm gonna Google that.
Anyway, this is from Portland, Oregon. This is the Oregon governor, Kate Brown.
Not an angle.
You go, girl, with your little thumbs up there. On this past Monday, she pardoned an estimated 45,000 convicted people of simple possession of marijuana, a month after President Joe Biden did the same under federal law. No one deserves to be forever saddled with the impacts of a conviction for simple possession of marijuana, a crime that no longer is on the books in Oregon, said Brown, who is also forgiving more than $14 million in unpaid fines and fees. Biden has been calling on governors to issue pardons, and this governor took his cock in her mouth and swallowed it deeply until it went, which reflect the majority of mass the marijuana possession cases. Anyway, most of these people she pardoned are probably not in jail. This pardon will remove 47,144 convictions for possession of a small amount of marijuana from individual records. It says people should never face housing insecurity, employment barriers, and such because they got arrested for marijuana a long time ago. See, Hostera thinks I'm just going to be like, ugh. Personally, this one, I really don't give a fuck. These people she pardoned, basically, they could have done it themselves if they wanted to or spend the money. These ain't like she was letting convicted felons out of jail. What I disagree with is forgiving the fines and the other stuff. Make the people pay what they were supposed to pay. But on the convictions, I really don't care. I mean, it's Oregon. I mean, she looks like a fucking turkey without a mask on. So thumbs up. Way to go, girl. But she blows Biden probably also. But it's just, I don't know.
Wrong podcast. We all know that when Biden did that, the whole pardon thing, he actually pardoned not a single fucking person because there's nobody being held on the federal level for simple possession. Regardless, I don't give a shit if it's an 18-wheeler full of marijuana. Marijuana hurts absolutely nobody. It's been scientifically proven to give people medical value. You don't hear about a 13-car pileup because somebody got a joint and decided to go to Taco Bell at fucking 2 a.m. I have a lot of things against alcohol as far as drinking and driving compared to marijuana. I just don't. I think they should free every single American citizen that's incarcerated for possession of marijuana.
Liberal.
You call me liberal, but hey, God made grass, man made acid. Now, you do the same thing and have the same person roll up to me with a dime bag full of crystal meth, that bitch is going up the river for as long as I can think. So,
we just disagree on that one a little bit. But
yeah,
like I said, Roy S. says you might have a naked pic of a Holstera, Chad, but I have a mug. So he is correct. Does. Roy says hello to JoJo. Hello, JoJo. Glad to see you here. What is that
on JoJo's head? Ears.
It's like little bunny ears.
She's like eating ice or something. I don't know. The fucking picture's too small.
Interwebs is playing up today.
I'm assuming she's saying the internet is acting up. That's
okay.
Well, he says we're now in 720p, which is I don't know, 1990s high speed.
Roy says he don't agree with any drug laws. He wants everyone to smoke meth, shoot weed, and shake babies.
Shoot weed? What the fuck? This is. I
just made that up.
But like, this is Motor Cop Chronicles, so it's cops, talking about cop things, and that goes to go. Look at different locations in America where the laws are so different because you have some very hardcore conservative like Christian states that. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm surprised you can even drink alcohol in some of these states that are so locked down. Then you have extreme other states that aren't locked down. And you see that, I don't know.
And JoJo said that must be roadkill falcon. And Chad says that's JoJo's kangaroo ass-kicking ears. Roy also says he don't think they should have any gun laws whatsoever. He just wants to do away with all laws.
Go buy an island, Roy.
With drugs and free the weed, Cody says. Free the weed. Well, basically, it almost is nowadays, which I really don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, except for the fact that...
Just, like I said, I disagree with... Make them people pay their fines and shit because they were already done. Other than that, I don't care. I don't smoke their fucking weed.
But here's the issue I have with it. That all the states not getting along, Iceman, is you got to imagine, say in Florida, you have... a severe belly problem, and they decide that they're going to give you, such as Crohn's or something like that, they're going to give you marijuana. So you're entitled to 3-4 ounces of marijuana or whatever. And you take that, and now I want to go on a family vacation, and you go to a very conservative state like Louisiana. You get pulled over in Louisiana with the weed that's legal from Florida. You're now charged with interstate trafficking. You got to have a certain amount. Basically, you might get a ticket for it, unless you got like trunk full of this shit. But if you just got like a little personal use, the worst thing's gonna happen is you're gonna get a ticket. They ain't gonna bring you to jail. They're just gonna give you a ticket. But it's not the way it used to be, because it used to just be green. It used to be marijuana, fluffy. It's a plant. Now a vape pen, like that. Stupid basketball player that hates America that went over to Russia and got arrested for that stupid vape pen. It's not weed anymore because it's been traded into a chemical, and some states see that as like modifications and stuff. Yeah. So they add stupid years. That's just. Hopefully they'll legalize it on a national level, because right now I think it's still Schedule 2 narcotic.
Yeah. Roy says criminals don't follow laws. It only hurts good people. A lot of them. You are correct on that. JoJo's accent. We have Thanksgiving tomorrow. Yes, we do have Thanksgiving.
No, we just love turkeys.
We have Thanksgiving tomorrow. We're trying a new tradition. We're going to have a chicken that identifies as a turkey. So
it'll taste better.
We're going to do that. I mean, I'd like to have a turducken, which I haven't had in a long time, but. Probably won't be having a turducken. We're just having turkey. Let's see. Number 3, we have some California deputies got arrested.
Let me see this one, because I read all these earlier. I got.
It's my story. I'm trying to steal it from you.
No, screw that. That shit went out the window earlier.
That's
anyway,
mine. This one right here. You're not stealing my story, fucker.
California deputy arrested on suspicion of DUI after totaling county-owned truck.
I just muted his mic. He don't know it.
I do know it. I can hear you.
He's stealing my shit.
Anyway, so...
And he steals...
All right, so this is one we really don't have to get into this shit. We can just kind of talk about it. So this officer, this deputy, basically don't look like an escort vehicle. Regardless... was working a
it's not an escort vehicle, it's a utility vehicle they used for hauling barbecue equipment.
But why was it the department's... He was working a funeral, dude.
He was... but he I guess they barbecued at the funeral. Right,
so they did the whole funeral, all that good stuff. The officer had a few drinks. And then, because obviously he didn't drive his personal vehicle, he made the bad decision and climbed into his patrol vehicle and drove. And that's what happened. Allegedly, he was inebriated. I'm going to throw the allegedly out there because I did not see one in the entire story I read. Basically, he's in the hospital recovering. And well,
if you look at the vehicle in these pictures up here, it's pretty horrific crash there. I mean, it was a hell of an impact. And basically, there's a little section where he was sitting at that was if it would have been any just a little bit worse, he'd be dead.
Whatever he hit was big enough to go over the wheel, because notice there's no damage to the front left and front right wheel. So it's almost like he went under something. Like a tow truck?
Not sure. It didn't say what he hit.
Regardless, whatever the hell he hit.
You're a story thief.
I am. Well, I had to go through and read every single one of them.
Well, you didn't have to.
Yes, I did.
Not the one that said me on it.
Oh, well, I figured. Regardless, I mean, some people say that he needs to be laid off, all that good stuff. I don't. I think it's just like if you work for a normal company, if that was to happen and you work for Walmart, they have an internal investigation and they decide what to do with you. Now, if he had hurt somebody, I would have said, yeah, ship him up the river for it if he is, in fact, drunk. But it's alleged at this time. Keep shrinking my little head. It's okay. Keep playing my little head.
I like it. I made you my little buddy.
I haven't had deep fried turkey.
Deep fried turkey is delicious, especially if you inject it with Cajun butter.
Well, the only thing I get from Cajun is you. So you haven't sent me none. Hell, I'm still waiting on my fucking bracelets.
Mm-hmm. You ain't never.
JoJo's probably waiting on her box.
You ain't never getting them now. Never. Ever. Ever. This next story, we're going to jump over to the... How do I do
Ain't
this?
That about a bitch?
What? Mm-hmm. She didn't have stole my story.
That's fucked up. That's the story I told you I wanted.
Yeah, but you should have stole my story. You see, you fucked yourself. That's called karma. Karma.
You go ahead.
Karma just got you.
Hell, we're only on story 4? Holy shit. You talk a lot.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go over here to, what is this?
Turkey.
A Hartford County Detention Center inmate has been charged with attempted murder after he allegedly assaulted a correctional deputy Sunday night. It is said that Corporal Michael Vesk of the Hartford County Sheriff's Office was supervising inmate Matthew Tingler around 8 p.m. Sunday, while Tingler, 38, made a phone call, according to the news release. Tingler became agitated during the call because the corporal kept stealing his stories that he was trying to tell the person on the phone. And that is when the 24-year veteran of the county sheriff's office got hit in the face with a phone receiver for taking the host's stories, knocking him to the ground. Tingler continued to strike him in the head with the phone, and he hit him in the face also, and a portable radio, the release said. Tingler then wrapped the phone cord around his neck and attempted to choke him, saying, "You motherfucker, stop stealing my fucking shit, you little bitch." Deputies,
are you sure that the deputy didn't say that he enjoys being choked?
No, I'm pretty sure that the deputy was not minding the guy was trying to tell his mom what happened on the phone about this story at the jail, and the deputy kept butting in and being rude and took his story and just totally messed it up and pissed off the inmate.
Oh.
Anyway, the inmate got arrested again. He's charged with attempted second-degree murder, multiple assault charges, and reckless endangerment. And he is back in the same jail. They said the deputy, I think, was treated and discharged from the hospital. And the inmate says he don't care that he got charged with second-degree murder, that this motherfucker needs to stop stealing his shit. And that's the end of the story. So that was basically it. Yeah.
Okay. I tell you, I miss Ice, man, since it's just me and Freebird up here. No, I'm just kidding.
It's no Freebird.
Yeah.
This is Freebird this is a mask of Freebird with no makeup on.
Oh, okay. That's what he would look like without.
Yeah, you ever see them TikTok videos where them girls put makeup on and it's like, wow, where'd that?
Oh, they take their face off.
Yeah. I took this is a Freebird mask with no makeup on. That's what he looks like, and it's like a little pecker on his head.
Yep.
That's why we call him a dickhead. So
So moving on, right down the line, we have a Washington Teachers Union is against reinstating the SROs on K through 12 campuses. Most people know, especially if you're inside the United States, we have deputies inside of schools all around the nation.
Or police officers.
Or police officers, depending on your jurisdiction. Certain jurisdictions recently have jumped on the bandwagon of saying all cops are bad, pull them out of the schools, and then wondering why the kids beat the shit out of each other all day long.
Or the teachers.
Or the teachers, yeah. I mean, hell, I even seen a TikTok where there was a teacher who punched a kid because the kid started talking shit to him. I get it.
Or the teachers having sex with the kids.
Well, that too. That as well.
Because that's been going on.
Well, I don't know if I'd call Freebird a dick with years. He's actually a decent guy.
Who said that?
But, Cody. Anyway, regardless, getting back to this story, apparently there was a officer-involved shooting where a high schooler was shot to death by a deputy in this school district, and this is not recent, it's ongoing. So they have decided to pull the K through 12 deputies out, and then now they're starting to want to put them back in. But the teachers union says that they want to harbor a safe place, not look towards the past, but look towards the future, and wants more counselors so they can talk about feelings. Cops are in schools to do cop things. Nothing in this story. I like how they brought up the fact how there was a shot high schooler. Nothing in that story shows did the kid have a gun, did he have a knife threatening other students? Nothing. So that
that's their version of the story. You never know what the thing is. My thing is to me it ain't none of the teachers' fucking business. Okay,
nope.
You're there to teach. Let's say this again for the people in the back that didn't hear me the first fucking time. The teachers are supposed to be there to teach reading, writing, arithmetic, shit like that. Okay, if they want to decide if they want to bring police back into the schools, bring it up to vote to the parents, not no woke ass school board people, because half of these bastards are fucking idiots. I don't know how they get elected. Let the parents decide, because that's whose children it is. It's not the teachers' children. It's not the principal. It's not the school board. It's the parents and shit kids. And who's paying for all this stuff? The taxpayers. Let the people fucking vote on it, because all these other motherfuckers are complete morons. I don't care what the teachers want. Fuck you. Do your job. No. Do your job. Shut the fuck up. And if you say, I don't get paid enough for this now, you know what? Bitch, quit. Go work somewhere else. Go work somewhere. I'm sorry. You know, it's just like, you don't hear me bitching saying I don't get paid enough. I know what the pay was when I took the job. Before.
In the same breath, would you expect a teacher to walk down to the cafeteria and ask the lunch lady how to, answer a math equation?
Yeah, but
no.
But some of these teachers think they know everything about everything.
Internet fucking attorneys. They're the same people in the comment section of a good shoot video that's talking about all cops are bad. Yeah, they're douchebags. And this whole woke, we don't need cops in schools bullshit. I could tell you, all across the United States, we've got these guys and females in our schools. These were the social workers. Back when we were having bad days as kids, you could go to the SRO's office and talk about it, or the SRO would come talk to you about it. These were the old school. Now these people that have all these jobs in schools now, these social workers and acceptance coaches and shit, they didn't exist. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. This is bullshit. They need to stop this.
Yep.
And because this is just another reason why these kids are growing up hating cops. Because they're like, oh, the teachers all hate cops, so we should hate them.
Well, that's what the teachers are trying to teach the kids.
Not my kids.
Well, this next one we have, we're going to be talking about this story's like fucked up. Y'all hear me? This story's messed up.
Well, this would be like me and you going and getting drunk, I guess.
No.
And
no.
you'd be like, you stole my story.
Yeah, well, you did steal my story. Then that's how karma got you.
No, you had the last story. This is... What?
No, you just had the last story. You just talked about the Washington one.
I stole it from you.
Yeah, you did again. An off-duty Dallas police officer is now unemployed, looking for a job.
This is crazy.
He's looking for a job. Why is this off-duty Dallas officer looking for a job? Because this is some fucked up shit. That's why. Last week, a Dallas police officer got himself arrested on an aggravated assault charge and placed on administrative leave for allegedly shooting at another officer.
Yo, that shit ain't alleged. He blew a hole in the sunroof.
While they were riding together in an Uber. Now, according to the Dallas PD, the officer has been fired following the incident. So, I mean, come on, people.
Well, here's the thing. Read the other officer's statement.
Yeah. DPD officer Anthony Himes is accused of pointing a gun at the head of another officer while riding in the Uber. As the two off-duty officers struggled for control of the weapon, the gun discharged, hitting the sunroof. The Uber driver called 911 reporting, "I got two crazy motherfucking cops back here that's shooting at each other, and they just shot a hole in my roof." And the 911 operator said, "I ain't got time for this." And he's like, "Who is this?" She said, "This precious bitch," and hung up the phone on him. And I don't think that's how it went, but I thought it sounded pretty good.
If it was precious, it would have.
Yeah. The other people said they recovered the Himes pistol from the front passenger seat of the vehicle. The officer in the front seat, so there was three off-duty cops in here, from what I'm thinking.
It'd be like me and Freebird going to the bar and just one of us getting wild hair up their ass.
They said the front seat guy was very intoxicated, and he told he's like, "Officers, I heard, I think somebody's gets a gunshot, and is church going on? What's out here? It's ringing. It's ringing. It's right here in my ears."
He literally said he heard shots.
He told the officers he heard a shot and that his ears were ringing. Well, I guess fucking so. He also said he didn't remember how he came to be in possession of the weapon. It's like, what?
Oh.
It's like
Precious has been caught.
Really, hold that story. We're gonna have to talk about it then. If you see, or it just shows that she got arrested.
No, there's more to it. Just go on.
But anyway, I would love to know the entire. That's the end of the story. An investigation remains ongoing. So was it like three guys? Was with the two in the back, a male and female cops? I mean, were they dating? I mean, what the hell was going on with this thing? Obviously, listen, people. We're supposed to be grown people. If you can't handle your alcohol, you know you can't handle your alcohol. So don't drink that much. Especially if you're in law enforcement, don't get sloppy.
Yeah,
that's stupid, sloppy.
I'd have handed off my side.
Sloppy ass fucking drunk out in public. Okay? And then you're going to pull your gun and put it to somebody else. I mean, this could have went all kind of sideways. What happened if, the driver's head would have exploded? Because, I mean, it was a 9mm from what I understand. And if they would have shot them, it could have blown somebody's lung clean out of their chest. If they had got shot in the chest with that 9mm, their lungs would have ended up in Louisiana from Dallas. I'm just saying, because they're that powerful, according to the President of the United States. But, I just talked about last night, if anybody caught that, about a constable in Baton Rouge that freaking just got her ass fired. For being drunk and belligerent and stupid. Come on. You're supposed to be a professional person. Try to conduct yourself with a little professionalism even when you're not in uniform. Okay? I'm not saying don't have a good time. Everybody's allowed to have a good time, but know how to control yourself.
Yeah.
Learn how to control yourself, people.
There's a difference between getting drunk and getting shitty. Actually, never mind. It actually looks... When you go to Did They Find Precious Stephen, her whereabouts are unknown to NOPD investigators. The other thing said that update, she has since been booked But when you go into the when you go into the booking area, like there's nothing. Like she actually wasn't. Like that's fake news from NOLA.com.
Because they're being embarrassed because Precious has eluded them for over a year.
I mean, I actually
I think she's at
New
Roy's.
Orleans PD just so I can ask some questions about her.
I think she's at Roy's house. Roy P's house. That's where she's possible. JoJo says
he'll deliver her over there.
JoJo said right now she thinks that's going to be her hot nut story.
Oh yeah, the cop trying to blow the other cop's head off.
Now we're going to go with some updates. Now remember we talked about just a few days ago about all of the those recruits that got ran over in California, right?
Yep.
It's like 22 of them. Well, they're trying to say that they believe that the driver may have fallen asleep is the problem.
And regardless,
I'm just saying. I hope that is the case. I would rather him be charged like that than knowing that he intentionally did this to these people. I mean, it's tragic either way, and people, make sure you get your rest. But I mean, it's tragic. But I'd rather know that he fell asleep and didn't do it on purpose. Second update is I don't know if y'all remember us just talking this past week about the deputy that shot a guy up in northern Louisiana who was the brother of some high-ranking state police guy, and the guy is now dead. They have released the entire they released the body cam footage of it. I'm going to play it, and I know Holster can't hear it. We still haven't figured that problem out yet, but we're just going to watch it real quick. We got the dash cam and body cam, and I wasn't completely correctly right, but I was on the right path on it because I said the guy probably got out and was like, "Oh, you don't know who I am," blah blah blah, something like that. It kind of goes like that, but not quite like that. So I was pretty close. So let's go over here and we'll watch the videos on that.
Thanks, JoJo. Have a great rest of your day at work.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah, technically it's Thanksgiving already there.
They don't have Thanksgiving. That's the United States holiday. Be safe out there. Watch them kangaroos.
Happy Indigenous Day.
And let me. This is not the video. So stand by. It's this one. Nope, that's not it either. Hold on.
Hey, Joe.
Is it this one? It's this one.
I am Lieutenant Melissa Mady with the Louisiana State Police Public Affairs Section. On November 6, 2022, the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office was involved in a deputy-involved shooting in the city of Alexandria, Louisiana. Following the incident, the Louisiana State Police Bureau of Investigations was requested to investigate the shooting. At the direction of Colonel Lamar Davis, Superintendent of Louisiana State Police.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward through some of this stuff because we're not going to watch this entire thing with all the talking and stuff, because it is 13 minutes long. I don't think we're going to sit here that long. That just goes over the incident we've already discussed in a prior episode. It's just an update. We want to watch.
I like how their badges are just little boots.
Little booties. We're going to... Teresa, if you and Freebird stick around, I made this a little thing I'm going to do in a little bit towards the end. If y'all can stick around long enough, you'll see it. If not, you'll have to go back and see it. We're going to watch the video of it.
Stay right there. Right here. To the truck. To the truck. Yeah, go to it. Walk over here. Walk over here. Walk to your truck. Stand by 8th and Broadway.
If y'all seeing, at this point, as soon as he pulled him over, the guy got out the car. That tells me, as a law enforcement person, or makes me think, so there's usually something in the car that they don't want me to see or smell. Usually the only reason people get out of the car that fast. And now he's not listening to the orders of the cop on the scene.
I thought he was going to run. He actually started to cross the damn street.
It looked like it, but he's a big boy. He's kind of like me. He ain't want to run nowhere. He ain't going to run far.
To the back of your truck. Show me. Keep your hands out your pockets. Put them on the Walk to the back of your truck.
Now, if we remember, this man over here, I just put the little motorcycle going around. He is the brother of like a third or fourth administrative person, very high ranking Louisiana state trooper. So he obviously he's got himself a little attitude problem. He ain't being verbal with it yet, but he is not complying.
Walk to the back of your truck. Out with a Silverado temp tag. Face your truck for me. Face your truck.
What's this?
Huh?
What's this?
Because you agitated, you turn around, you ain't following nothing.
I am following.
Look, turn.
I don't hear you. Can I get my phone, sir?
We'll get to that. Just turn and face the truck for me. My head.
Have you noticed? I don't know why. No, nowadays everybody's like, "Oh, I got to get my phone. I got to get my phone." You know what, people? You're not going to die without your phone in your hand. Okay, it's not your pacemaker. But we hear this. We hear this shit all the time.
Gonna need a Katie.
Let me back up. I went a little far. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Face the truck.
What's this?
Huh?
What's this?
Because you agitated, you turn around, you ain't following nothing.
I am following.
Look, turn.
I don't hear you. Can I get my phone, sir?
We'll get to that. Just turn and face the truck. Turn and face the truck.
What I did?
Face the truck.
What is wrong with you? Why is you grabbing on me, man?
Give me a unit.
Why you
Face
grabbing on me,
truck.
bro?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
10-18!
You heard him say stop and walk back to the truck earlier.
As you can hear, that taser's been fired. You can hear it crackling. So we got a discharge on a taser. As you saw right here, I'll back it up. I want y'all to watch up in this part right here, where you see the motorcycle at right here. I'm gonna back it up. You will see bad guy reach over and pick the taser up.
Yeah, I was going to say, he definitely grabbed it.
Yeah, let's watch it again. You'll see him pick it up where it was dropped.
Well, unfortunately, that was a bad decision. I'm assuming this has been cleared.
I'm pretty sure. But watch right here. Now you're going to see it. This is bad guy's hand. You're going to see him reach over and pick that taser up. Now he's on top of the cop. Now you can see he's bigger than this cop is. He's a big boy. So just having that much weight laying on top of you, it's going to make you hard to get up. Now he done grabbed your taser. Even though he done discharged, the cop discharged it.
Hey, you can
still dry stun someone with it. And if he does that to that cop and makes him where he can't move or get it, he can possibly try to get his weapon from him. So now he's basically fighting for his life right now.
Yep.
And as you heard it right there, after bad guy picked up the taser, what did you hear?
Him screaming.
No,
radio.
Listen. After bad guy picked the taser up, listen what you hear again. As soon as bad guy picked it up, you hear the. That's the taser going off again. Bad guy done pulled the trigger on that taser already.
Yeah, you got to remember. I got to listen to the delay to hear the pop.
Well, bad guy done activated that taser again.
Yeah, that's justified.
And I know,
sadly,
I know it's the delay when I was there. You can hear this taser continuing to go off. That's because he's depressing the trigger down. It's going to continue to fire as long as the trigger is depressed. It's not going to go through its cycle unless you depress the trigger. So he's holding it down. As you hear there, that was the gunshot.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Lucker, whoever in that red car, didn't have a gun.
All right, he goes back to his unit. They're going to show it, I think, again in slow motion.
Over here. Walk over here. Walk to your truck. Stand by 8th and Broadway. To the back of your truck. Show me. Keep your hands out your pockets. Put them on the. Walk to the back of your truck.
Here we go. Just him slow it down so you can see it, because the whole thing only lasted like 58 seconds.
Grabbing on me, man.
Give me a unit.
Why you
Face
grabbing on
the
me,
truck.
bro?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Put your hands behind.
You know, reached up, grabbed the cop's arm. He's pushing back. He done reached around right there. That hand looks like he's trying to grab the gun out of his holster. See, when he reached his hand around his back, he didn't quite reach to get it, though.
10-8-3! 10-8-3! Ow! Oh!
What's you, bro?
There's another, that's when the taser went off again. There was the gunshot.
We will now view a full screen of the deputy's body-worn camera. This video will be slowed down in
We ain't gonna watch all that again. Anyway, you can see him grab the gun in the slow motion thing. You can see him reach around, trying to grab that gun out the holster. I'm not gonna say unfortunately. I don't care that he's the brother of a state trooper or not. He's obviously he was a complete stupid, dumbass moron.
Well, it is unfortunate because regardless, even if the guy deserved it, the officer now has to live with that for the rest of his life. That's not.
Well, it was one shot. He did shoot him in the head with the pistol, which is a .40 caliber. So, he shot him in the head. I'm sure very little brain matter came out because I don't think the guy had much brains up there to begin with. So, save some taxpayers some money. One less criminal on the street. Said what I said. Hurts people's feelings. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck around, find out. He found out. So the cop got to go home that afternoon. This guy was the brother of a high-ranking state trooper. You'd think he'd had a little more common sense and a little more courtesy. Well, we don't have to worry about that no more, do we? And I guarantee you, I kind of think if he'd have got that cop's weapon, he'd have shot the cop with it. So,
He'd have killed him.
So, fuck that dude. And it's a clean shoot. So,
that's what I was hoping is that it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a clean shoot. So, they said, fuck that dude. All right. Let's move on to the stories. Let's finish with the updates.
I figured you had a video or something.
Nope. Oh, I do on this next one. If you want to talk about it, kind of, because the videos really don't have. It's just video, and they don't tell you what happened on the story.
Yeah. Okay. Columbus, Ohio. Newly released surveillance video sheds light on the circumstances that led up to the ambush of an Ohio police officer. Nicholas Mitchell, 42, walking towards Ross County Sheriff's Office and approached the back door. Mitchell places... hang on.
Sounds like this dude was paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah, he started screaming he needs help, and somebody's threatening his family, he's going to hurt his children, all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he pulls a gun out.
Which obviously had turned into a gunfight.
Well, he points it at the cop. I'm going to say this. We'll watch the video, and I'm not armchair quarterback, and I'm not there. I'm saying when somebody points a gun at you, you can't say, put the gun down. Put the gun down. My gun's pointed at you. You pointed your gun at me. I pulled my gun out, and I'm pointing it at you, telling you to put your gun down. If you point a weapon at me,
I assume you intend to use it.
when I'm pulling my gun out, I'm not There's no more me we don't went past the point of me telling you to put the gun down. Because that gun's pointing in my direction. As soon as I clear leather, I'm gonna give you some lead. I'm gonna give you what's inside of the gun. I'm not gonna tell you no more because we're past this point. And I watched this video, and because this deputy got shot, and he's still alive, but he's in the hospital. He's still in critical but stable. I think something like that. Bad guy's dead, but my point is if he wouldn't have been doing that and just, as soon as the guy pulled the gun, he pulled his gun and just put rounds in this motherfucker, I think the cop would have been fine and not got shot. But I'm not going to armchair quarterback. I wasn't there. I'm just saying, especially in today's times.
A lot of the newer training now flat out shows you that you can't clear leather fast enough if somebody already has a gun on you.
No, but if you were able to pull yours out too, and then he ain't shot at you or shot you yet, and you start telling him to put his gun down. Once it comes out, you have to shoot. And I think today's times cops are getting where they're scared to shoot people because they're afraid they're going to get prosecuted. Well, at least he's not dead. Hopefully he survives. Let's watch. There's two separate videos. One's from like a CC camera outside there, and the other one's body camera footage. So we'll watch it real fast. That's the wrong one. Let me go to the video. Here we go. Here's a bad guy walking up to the back door right here. Just strolling. Now, this is a bad situation because you don't figure somebody's going to come up to the police station and knock on the door to get the cop out and then start shooting at the cop. And I will say it's some very clean glass because I thought that was an open area at first, and he knocks on that glass. He pushed this little red button or something right there. I'm not sure. Here comes the sergeant to the back door. He asks the guy, what can I help you with? We'll hear audio on the next one. It's a very, very short conversation before the shooting starts. Okay, that's the end of that video. They don't show where they actually got shot. Let's go to the next one. This next one, I believe, does have audio from the body camera.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Can you help me out something real quick? Can you get a couple more officers?
What's going on?
Somebody said they're going to hurt my family. They wanted me to hurt kids, and I can't do it.
He said that somebody said that they were going to hurt his family and that they wanted him to hurt kids. So we're this cop are like, all right, this motherfucker's crazy. He's paranoid schizophrenic and he's hearing shit. Obviously, he's not on his medication.
Okay.
So I got to do this.
See right here, if you look, he done pulled the gun out of his pocket. I froze it. You can see the gun came up and out.
It was crazy.
At this point right here, when the cop sees this, I'm pretty sure he's pulling his gun out also. This next little part, you'll see what I'm talking about, where I think he was given too many commands. He should have just pulled his out and shot this dude.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Put that down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down, buddy. Put it down.
Now, what he gave, five, six verbal commands to put it down? I mean, he had, before the bad guy shot, I mean, the cop's got his gun out right here. Is when he came right here, right at this point, you're not saying put it down, put it down, put it down. When he done pulled out, when this cop pulled his gun out right here, and he's at this point, he should have been putting rounds in this dude right here. At this point, rounds should be going in him. At this point, instead of he told him 6 times to put the gun down before bad guy shot first. You cannot wait for these piece of shit bad guys to shoot at you first. This guy got shot. The bad guy's dead. This piece of shit's dead. But this cop's fighting for his life in the hospital right now also, which I don't believe he should have to be fighting for his life right now. Instead of giving all these commands, he should have shot this guy right here. Don't wait for them to shoot first.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that go into question. I mean, obviously the officer has, I'm assuming, once again, we all know what assuming does, but it seems like he works at the, at the
he was the sergeant, the shift
right.
sergeant.
So, right.
So he's got plenty of experience.
Right, but what I'm saying is, who the fuck would ever thought the gunman's going to come up and knock on the police department's door? I mean, don't get me wrong. We all know that anybody's capable of anything.
No, I'm saying I would have probably went out there the same way too. Like I said, I'm not armchair quarterbacking this man at all, but I'm just saying.
Like, yeah, I have no idea what the hell was going through his mind.
He told his man to put the gun down 5 or 6 times before a bad guy shot at him first. We cannot sit back as law enforcement people and wait for people to shoot at you first sometimes.
Hey, David.
He had more than enough time to shoot this guy before a bad guy pulled the trigger. There's a good chance that bad guy wouldn't have pulled the trigger then, and the cop would be at home right now instead of in intensive care.
Yeah.
You can't hesitate. I know how the news media is. I know how the politicians and all that stuff are now. But cops are getting shot because of it, and that's pissing me off. I hope the man makes 100% recovery. I hope he's able to come back to work. Crazy-ass bad guy's dead. I'll say it again, if it hurts people's feelings, don't care. Fuck him. Good riddance.
Yep.
One less
stupid
crazy motherfucker on the street.
Well, I think he really actually probably went there for the whole experience of suicide by cop, because he did ask for, hey, go get more cops.
Yeah, but a lot of times to do suicide by cop, he wouldn't even pull the trigger, though.
That's true. God only knows what went through their brain.
Hopefully it was hopefully it was a hollow point. So, because he is dead, I hope his face got splattered off of him. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, McKinney, Texas is trying to warn people of holiday crimes. Let's see. Urgent warning. Police department issues warning about tactics being used by thieves in store parking lots. They're warning of distraction tactics that criminals are using to steal wallets and purses. Police even release surveillance videos showing what the thieves are doing to innocent people. The notion of the tactic is to have one thief luring someone to the back of their car with a line like, maybe something is wrong with your bumper, and then during the distraction, the second thief heads to the front of the car and swipes the person's belongings. I've got the mindset that I need to be careful in Dallas, but I live out here in Lucas. This shit happens everywhere inside the United States. So basically, especially if you have belongings and high-dollar valuables in your vehicle, if somebody wants your attention, I know I have to do it. I get out of the car, I lock the door, even if it's just something like I'm walking to the other side of the truck.
And if you're a female by yourself, and you see, make sure, don't get out the car. Just let them know, all right, well, thank you. I'm going to call the cops. I'll have them en route over here now to write a report.
And not only that, some of you young ladies don't like firearms. I'm not quite sure. There's my car keys. If you have a normal set of car keys that have, multiple keys on it, 'cause let's be honest, nobody has just a car key anymore. You can actually interlace your car keys between your fingers and use it almost like a brass knuckle. Trust me, it's going to hurt a hell of a lot worse than punching him with your fist if he decides to be stupid.
Yeah, Carolyn made a comment on the last story, said that he wanted to get shot because he asked if there was more cops there, so when he pulled the gun out, there was going to be more bullets flying at him. It's a good possibility of it. Maybe so. Maybe he fired at the cop because he figured the cop wasn't going to shoot at him unless he fired first until you told him to put the gun down 6 times.
Right. So, I'd have been like, no, fucker, that's not how this was supposed to go.
So maybe, it might be. I mean, we'll never know now. Just like I said, he's dead. So, but everybody out there holiday shopping, people listening on here ought to know better.
And don't flash large sums of cash.
No, don't do that. Don't leave valuables laying out in your car. If you go in multiple places, put your stuff in the trunk where it's out of sight. Pay attention when you're walking to your car. Don't be on your phone with your head in your ass, not paying attention. You could be getting followed or something like that.
Yep.
You got to pay attention. Pay attention.
Yep. Keep the baby or the small children with you while you're loading the groceries in the trunk.
Let the child hold the gun. No, let the child hold the gun and guard you while you're putting the stuff up in the car. No, don't.
My kid would.
Don't. Well, growing up, I could have. I'm saying if they're trained properly, but I'm just saying, don't. I'm just joking. I don't want everybody freaking out, but
you could be like my kids when we came home from vacation at Uncle Iceman's house. What'd you learn? How to make a shiv in prison?
Yeah. That's what his kids told the teacher from Thanksgiving holiday.
She still does it out of candy cane. She makes a shank out of it. Because, I'm going to use this for self-defense. Yeah.
This next one, let me pull it up here. A little road raging going on. But this dude really felt stupid. He picked the wrong car. This happened in Utah, West Valley, Utah. A man is accused, allegedly, of getting into a serious case of road rage, and he found himself in hot water. Was there a hot tub nearby? He allegedly flashed a gun at the driver of a vehicle who angered him, which happened to be a police officer in an unmarked unit. I'm sure that didn't work out great for him at all. Thankfully, the incident ended without any shots fired, and the suspect is in custody. Said the man got very unhappy after someone in front of the suspect identified a 29-year-old. I guess they just wasn't going fast enough for him. But anyway, this dumbass got a little road rage incident and said, "Oh no, motherfucker, I'm going to show you. You see this gat right here? You see it? Uh-huh." And the other said, "Oh, you see this gat? You see this badge? You better pull the fuck over." You fucked around, now you're finding out. So he's lucky the cop didn't pull his gun out and start shooting at his ass. So
I've seen it.
So stop being stupid, people. I get road rage. I just cuss people out inside of my car, and I feel better, and they don't know they even got cussed out. Bam always says, "I don't know you hollering or screaming and cussing. I'm the only one that can hear you." I said, "But you know what? I feel better now, so I don't care. It's your job as my wife to listen to my bitching and moaning and complaining." But everybody gets road rage. It's just how do you handle your road rage?
Right.
Handle it correctly.
Don't exit the vehicle.
Don't exit the vehicle. Don't point guns at unmarked police cars.
Don't
point guns at anybody. Because if you point a gun at me, I guarantee you have one pointed right back at you. And
it's like you have a 90% chance in the South of getting blasted just by showing
so
somebody.
Do not point a gun at me, because if you point it at me, I point mine back at you, I'm just gonna start pulling the trigger. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're gonna show me your gun, I'm gonna show you my gun." It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
This next story is actually an update story, so we'll do a quick once over on it. If you remember from a few episodes back, actually since March, but I remember we actually covered this conversation because we thought it was asinine that the state of Washington has said that you can't chase vehicles. Well, the Clark County Sheriff's Office in Washington has announced that Washington deputies are seeing an increase in drivers fleeing after being pulled over because police can't stop them.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah, well, we knew that when
we said that's what was going to happen.
Yeah, so the statistics show that 364 people have fled from traffic stops since it became a law. We're talking just months.
Yeah, I would be. I'm telling you, if I worked out there, and it's like, okay, you can't chase them over there. I'm like, all right, fucking, I ain't say pulling nobody over,
right?
Because I just feel everybody's gonna fucking run. Because they're like, okay, the cop pulled me over. Yeah, keep going. They can't chase you.
Like this little story right here from the same issue. This past week, a teen driver made an illegal U-turn in Clark County, then spun his tires in front of a fully marked sheriff's deputy vehicle. So, in other words, he's doing a donut.
Yeah, just saying. Basically, probably didn't have his hand waving out the window, giving him the number one sign.
The driver then fled, engaging deputies in pursuit, driving 90 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. They followed him. He started acting recklessly and then drove through residential neighborhoods, and they terminated their follow because they're not allowed to pursue.
If y'all listen to the episode I did last night and put out, that was just audio. I talked about a sheriff's office down here recently. Just last couple of days, they got into a pursuit for a guy that had felony warrants on him and stuff like that. Bad guy crossed the center line, hit another vehicle head on. The bad guy's two passengers are now deceased, and bad guy is in a hospital, non-life threatening, and the other people in the car did get injured, but not life threatening either. And of course, the news media and some other people in this area, you hear them talking, oh, well, it's the cops' fault. They were the one chasing them, and this and that and this and that. Well, you know what? This is case in point. If you can't chase the bad guys are just going to do what the fuck they want, because they sure the hell ain't going to stop. They're just going to keep going all the time. You know, it's unfortunate that these two people that were passengers are dead. It's not the cops' fault that they're dead. It's the driver it's the bad guy who had the warrants that was driving the truck. It's his fault. All he had to do was pull his fucking ass over. He decided to run. It's his fault they're dead. It's his fault the other people were hurt. So all these people, it's always blaming the cops for, oh, they were chasing them and this and that. You know what? Fuck you. I guarantee you, if it was some rapist that had just raped your kid or your mom or your wife or something like that, would you want me to just let them go, or do you want me to chase them down to the end of the fucking earth no matter what it took?
Well, here's the thing. In that particular instance, where it would be like your child or your grandchild, the rapist was fleeing. And it was my kid, and you were sitting there as a patrolman and said, I can't chase him. Well, I fucking would. I'd be like, that's cool. That means you can't chase me either.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's all good. It's all fine and dandy, just like you got some of these politicians want to defund the cops until they need the fucking cops.
Right.
So all these people, they just need to shut. It's the cop. No, it's not the cop's fault. It's the person that was driving the vehicle that refused to stop. That's whose fault it is. So, again, said what I said. People don't like it. Fuck your feelings.
That is one of the biggest things I miss about law enforcement. High-speed pursuits. It was fun.
They are. They're very exhilarating. Adrenaline dumps, for sure.
No, that happens after the person crashes out. That's when adrenaline dumps.
A Louisiana mother has been charged. About fucking time. This is in Natchitoches, Louisiana. A mother is facing charges after the police arrested her child 3 different times in the whole 6-day period. Okay? She's doing a fine job of raising her son, isn't she? Doing a damn good job of raising that kid. He got arrested 3 times in 6 days. So
he's a scholar. He'll probably be a senator.
The police say that they first arrested the 12-year-old boy on November the 4th when they responded to a burglary on Chickapin Place Drive. I'd love to see you say that name.
No.
Did you read it? Did you see it?
I don't even want to say it now. You already said it. Chickle, please.
Chickapin.
Chickapin.
After a brief foot pursuit, they placed him in custody and charged him with simple burglary. They brought him back to the police department, where the officers attempted to contact his mom. When Miss Christina Simmons arrived at the station 3 hours after, they released the child back into her custody. Go figure. The following day, they responded to a McDonald's. In response to a reported theft, the employees told officers that several juveniles stole an employee's wallet and ran from the restaurant. They said it was a McTheft. and they were McRunning. They found the McYouth walking down Keesler Avenue. Several hours later, they brought him back to the police station. They again could not reach Miss Simmons. They charged the kid for theft and released him back to his grandma. 4 days later, on November the 9th, officers reported that 2 juveniles ran from them when they witnessed the minors attempting to break into a storage unit downtown. They caught and arrested Simmons' son once again. They attempted to contact her several times. Yet again, they could not find her. She did not answer her phone. Got in touch with Granny. Granny come and picked up the kid. On November 15th, the police department arrested Simmons for improper supervision of a minor. No, she was raising her kid. Anyway, they charged and booked her ass. I don't know if she's still in jail or not, but yeah, she's doing a fine job of raising her kid. And what do I said? Start arresting the parents. Start holding them accountable. That's what they need to do. Start arresting the parents.
Put them in family pods.
Yeah, they ought to lock her in a cell with her son for extended period.
And then they can get to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah. Maybe they can figure out, I don't know.
Because let me tell you, my son goes out and does something stupid, and I end up locked in the same jail cell with him. Yeah, I'm going to get more charges.
But this kid, like 12 years old, got arrested 3 times in 6 days. This kid is he's straight on his way to a hotel room at Angola. He's a future felon just waiting to happen. That's if he lives to even get to adulthood. He don't get smoked before then.
And before I got into law enforcement, I had never seen, like, we all know bad kids, like that little baby's kid that gets away with everything and all that shit. But I had never seen, like, a fully tatted up, like, body tats and shit on kids that were initiated gang members until I got in law enforcement. And, I would run up on 11 and 12-year-old children that literally had neck tattoos and stuff that constantly were in and out of jail. You ask them where mom is, they don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But
we ain't gonna read the whole next story. It's kind of
everybody knows about it.
Everybody knows about it.
The wonderful. It's not wonderful. The shitty mass shooting out in Colorado at the LGBTQ club. Which that's really a moot point. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, to me, it don't matter what kind of club it was.
Gay club, straight club, it doesn't matter. Anybody with enough hate to walk into any venue and open fire on innocent people trying to enjoy themselves is a bastard that deserves a fate worse than death.
Yep.
But he decided he was going to walk in there. I believe the number of people is like 25 people that have at least been injured. But basically, he walked in, started opening fire. Apparently, one individual grabbed a hold of him, pulled a handgun from the suspect, and it just says started hitting him. So I'm assuming he's pistol whipping him.
They basically signed a pistol whip that fucker, which good for them.
He pistol whipped him and pinned him to the ground until the police got there moments later. This is what America needs. The old days. The good old, it doesn't matter who you are. Do something good, proactive. This person knew all they had to do to stop this threat. And don't get me wrong, he could have gotten hurt. But grabbing a hold of the weapon,
I believe he was a veteran.
Oh, that explains it. Surprised he didn't shoot him then.
But what I have heard, so kudos to the guys that jumped in there, or girls, whatever, and stopped this guy, because it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm just going to mention this, and it's an update kind of thing, is, of course, some people were hollering that was probably some, Trump supporter or something like that. Well, the guy that was doing the shooting, and I'm saying guy because it has a penis. I don't care what you identify as. He identifies as a non-binary, and goes by they or them with the pronoun bullshit. and
so it could have been a relationship.
And wants
deal.
to be referred to as mix, not Mr. or Mrs. That mix crap. So
they're mentally ill.
the whole narrative of it being some straight white Trump supporter that hated gay people is completely defunct and out the window at this point.
Well, I've never met a single true Trump supporter that just straight up hates people.
Well, my thing is they were hoping that's
racism.
what it would be. What this probably is this man probably it's probably a fucked up relationship, couldn't handle it, lost his shit because he's already got mental problems. And one of the theys and the thems inside of him, because he don't know who the fuck he is, because if you are they and them, I mean, do you have multiple personalities? But anyway, we're going to get off into that slope there because it's just fucking stupid. But anyway, this was a
kind of shit turns you on.
And my because my conspiracy theory on that was I said it was I was talking on I made a comment on another podcast that this guy that went and did the shooting was gay and couldn't come to the realization and live with himself as being gay. But obviously this person is part of that community and went in there and shot up everybody. So I feel extremely bad for all these people that lost their lives. It could have been way worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
Kudos.
He had multiple firearms.
Yeah, kudos to
apparently the multiple shooting. Most shooting was done with an AR style.
But kudos to the guys that jumped in there and stopped it, putting their own lives putting their own lives at risk to save every other people. Good job to them. They need more people like that. Like I said, the whole point that it was at a gay bar has no meaning to me. This happened at a bar where people were trying to have a good time, not deserving to get shot up. I don't care what they prefer sexually. That's their business. I'm just saying. So,
ain't my business. Yeah.
So it's a gay bar. It's gay. I don't care about that point. You can leave that part out. The mass shooting at a social event is what it was. So, but good job on them. So that is going to be the end of those stories for tonight. Y'all go ahead and start voting on your hot nut story. We got the Oregon governor is letting all the weed offenses and I don't care about that, but the fines, $14 million in fines, she's not making people do. We got the
shouldn't have been arrested in the first place.
JoJo has voted already for the off-duty Dallas cop shooting at the other off-duty cop, and his drunk friend saying, "I heard a shot and my ears are ringing, but I don't know what happened."
Yeah, that.
So whole stairs on that one. I think I'm going on that one too. So that's 3 on that one.
You know what, guys, David?
So while y'all are voting, I just want to say, no, I didn't figure we would have a whole bunch of people tonight. We got, I don't know if they're even still here. Some person, some troll on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. I didn't put their comments up though. So, if you're still here, I read what you wrote. I just don't give a fuck what you wrote. So you can leave. So, another one for the off-duty cop. That's 4. I did do this. I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
And I put a little thing together. Let me pull host Sarah in here with me.
That is the ugliest chicken face I've ever fucking seen.
That's you. Me fixing it because I forgot to do it ahead of time. There we go. Yeah. I want to wish all the listeners very, very happy Thanksgiving. And
I'll say that fucking pie.
I'll say with some of the stuff I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for waking up every day. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for a couple good friends that I have, and I'm thankful for all you people that do listen to me. I appreciate it. Y'all the only reason I do all of I even do the podcast, not just the bitch and rant. I do it for, especially these lives. I do it for everybody that listens. Even the other listeners just on audio. Like I said, we've gotten some more people in the UK. Appreciate them. Louv over there in Belgium. Of course, JoJo and the Canadian people. Australian people, the Canadian people. All the people all over the world, the United States now. Share us out. Like I said, I'm thankful for all of y'all because I appreciate it.
Even our Canadians.
I like my Canadian people. You watch out. The turkey's about to peck you in the head.
I like it. Yeah.
I don't think I did too bad. We got Freebird wasn't able to be here. He's up in Lake Charles with family. You can see him.
He is here.
Yeah, well, physical, not physical. We got, the box was supposed to be here. He had a family emergency thing come up he had to take care of. So I decided to put this little thing together right here and, to let all our people know. I want to
we are thankful for you.
All of y'all. Yeah. Cause, y'all make it way, way fun for me to do this. And,
individually. Every single one of y'all have your own personalities.
Yes. I've never met some of y'all in person. It feels like we've been friends for quite a while now because we got the same people keep coming in. And I appreciate it.
It would definitely be a fun meet and greet. But, yeah.
I'm
right there with you, man. I'm definitely thankful for everybody and, especially my friends and family. So,
we got 7. Go ahead. Finish.
No, you can't beat it. We have great friends and family. I mean, we've seen our circle of friends on here ever growing. I remember back when there wasn't but a handful. Now we've got people all over the world. It makes me extremely happy that we can make somebody giggle once or twice a day. So thank you, everyone. And once again, I hope you enjoy all the pie and all the whipped cream. Have fun with your turkey.
Non-binary turkeys.
Non-binary turkeys with their heads up their ass.
And it looks like the off-duty Dallas cop has won the hot nut story of the day. Cops are not allowed to shoot at each other.
I wonder what happened when the cop in the front seat sobered up.
I don't know.
Was he like, did that shit really fucking happen? Why is my ear still ringing? Like, I would want to have a conversation with that officer the following day. Like, what did I say that caused you to try to blow my fucking head off? It's like, I've gotten in some serious fights. Hell, even me and you have yelled at each other once or twice, but I'm like, I can't think of why you would do that.
No, somebody obviously, I'd love to know what started it, even though it don't matter. But if that person can't control themselves like that and they're going to pull a gun out like that, probably best that they probably don't ever carry a gun for their work again. Because you shouldn't shoot yourself. Teresa says, David, I used to be an asset liability account manager at Barksdale Federal Credit Union back in the 90s. Thank you for your service.
He says he works at Fortress at Barksdale Air Force Base. So, yeah, he's another example of the individuals, men, women of our great nation that will not be able to eat Thanksgiving dinner at the table this year. You're serving your country. Same thing for us officers that had to go out and work. You got a laptop, not a plate of dinner at a big round table.
Yeah. So if you're out driving around, going back and forth to family people, and you see a cop at a gas station or something,
holler out, thank
you. Just tell him, say thank you,
you.
Because he's out there working, not spending time with their family because they're out protecting everybody else. So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Not sure when I'm going to throw another live out or just another audio episode. I'll pay attention.
I've been on him every day this week. You just don't talk
about it. I did an episode last night at midnight, actually. But I want everybody to stay safe out there. So watch your backs and watch your partner's back. Have a good Thanksgiving. And remember, we're not sheepdogs no more. Not on this podcast. We're not sheepdogs. We're lions. We're going to take care of our pride. So yeah. So be a lion. be a lion, people. Be the lion, and everybody talk soon.